Shuan Clarida.
Hi guys, welcome back with the entire lineup result of 2022 Olympia qualifier show Legends Sports Fest Pro. First of all, Cedric McMillan could not finish the finals as he was not feeling well enough to compete after prejudging. Although he was in second call-out, so according to prejudging, I think he was fighting for 8th or maximum for 7th place in the contest. In my standpoint, this time he came much downsized compared to his previous years, especially his legs lost significant amount of size. I don't think it's primarily because of his broken hand surgery which could cause him to lose the overall size. I think it's age factor as we have seen him downsized last year in Arnold Classic as well. For the last place, we have 52 years young Ron Stevens who brought very impressive conditioning for his age, whereas Scott Lightfoot has ended up taking 15th place in his pro debut show, and Christian Solcido could only take 14th place in the contest. Next we have Nario Angulo who was competing after 4 years but he had to settle for 13th place only. From Mexico, Jesus Escobedo arrived at 12th place out of 16 contestants, and Brandon Hatton has finished taking 11th place in the contest. Unexpectedly, Patrick Moore has got 10th place. I was anticipating him at least top 5 before the contest. He was at 14th place 2 weeks before in Olympia where he dethroned Regan Grimes as well. And in this show, I believe he has brought almost the same package like Olympia, but he could not impress judges and he had to settle for 10th place only. Kenneth Jackson brought undeniably much improved package as his coach claims it was by far the best look of Kenneth. And I think he has beaten Patrick Moore mainly because he was sharper and had more details, especially in back shot. But Patrick had size advantage and personally I would like to see him higher than 10th place. 8th place finisher Maxx Charles was working on his own for this show and I think he brought the conditioning, but he did not have the fullness and density which he had in August this year in Tampa Pro when he was working with coach Milo Sarcev. I think this was by far the best version of Stan DeLongjo in open division. He came from men's physique division in 2014 to classic physique division in 2016, and since 2019 it's been his third open bodybuilding show, and this time he has brought outstanding package with significantly improved conditioning in the comparison with his last year's performance. Canadian athlete Joy Seaman has managed to take 6th place again after Arnold Classic UK, and I think he is one of the most improved in the lineup. Arguably, he has made very prominent improvements in conditioning standpoint after 3 weeks to his last show. His next show is Toronto Pro and it's going to be interesting to see him with some more improvements. Rising star Martin Fitzwater brought incredible amount of size on his frame. Especially, I'm extremely impressed with his gigantic legs. He's just 24 years old and 5 feet 8 inches tall. So he's one of the shorter contestants in the lineup, but his phenomenal aesthetic physique is so impressive that he easily beat out the taller athletes in the contest. By comparing him with 6th place finisher Joy Seaman, Joy was undeniably much sharper. Specifically, his quads had deeper cuts in the comparison with Martin. But I think Martin has better structure and flow in his physique. Also in back shots, he looks more complete with much better back development. This year, Tonio Button came out of nowhere and won his first ever professional show Indy Pro, which was his pro debut show. Then we have seen him cracking top 10 just 2 weeks before in 212 Olympia. Now after transitioning, he has defeated the big boys of open division and took a solid 4th place, which is very appreciable and a great achievement for a young, talented athlete. Presumably, we have seen a better version of Sergio Oliva Jr. this time. He has made some adjustment in conditioning department which led him taking 3rd place this show. He's 38 years old and so far we could see him only one time on Olympia stage. I hope he competes more frequently and earn qualification much earlier for 2022 Olympia. In the comparison in front shots, according to me, there is no day and night difference between Regan and Sergio's physique. But when we compare both athletes in back shots, Regan clearly dethrones him. Regan Grimes has surprised many of us with his extremely shredded physique. He came with incredible improvements. He brought well-balanced physique with more definition and details compared to his Olympia package by working with coach Milos Sarce this time. It's just 2 weeks result and it will be very interesting seeing him bringing more size with the same sharp conditioning for his next show. So most of us were not expecting at all that Shuan Clarida can beat much bigger contestants and eventually win overall show, but it's very astonishing seeing him winning the contest by beating 16 strong contestants. He was the most conditioned, well balanced, he had striations, feathered quads, had extremely thick, dense and mature muscles at just 174.6 pounds of physique. And I really congratulate him for winning and also qualifying to the open division of Olympia 2022. But according to the IFB Pro League's preference, size is important as well, especially is more important in open division. Otherwise Shaun had to be Miss Olympia this year because undeniably he was the most shredded guy on stage, and we all know Derek Lunsford beat Shaun in 212 Olympia not because he was more shredded than Shaun but because he was much bigger than Shaun. So result of this show made many people confused and maybe IFBB is going to change their criteria. But share your opinion guys, is it good if shorter athletes can also perform well because of their conditioning standpoint in open bodybuilding shows, or they should be competing in 212 division which actually made for shorter athletes? Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more updates. And if you want to be unbeatable in the gym or outside of the gym, you must try one of the best and well-known clothing brand in bodybuilding, Gorilla Wear, which is giving 25% off whatever you buy. Just use code KAMIN25 and get 25% off on your entire purchase on gorillawear.com. You can also find the link in the description of this video. Thanks for watching and keep sporting.
But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.